All right, welcome back to another Hunters Detailing video, you guys. Y'all see we got the extractor right here. This is my baby right here. This is my favorite kind of job right here, but we do it all over here at Hunters Detailing. But right here we have the Tesla. This customer called me out from, I don't know how, it was just on the schedule, they booked themselves. So at the end of this detail, I will be asking them how they found us. Most likely Google as usual. We have a shampoo, odor elimination. We have a wash and a wax. So this is pretty much gonna be your full works. My man Evan over here, he's a new hire. I'm gonna let him stick on his side and I'm gonna do my side so I can see where he's at and see how he's growing. It's his fifth day today, and he's doing really good. He's picking up on things. He hustles. He reminds me of a football player that's on his toes, like, all right, what's next, what's next? You know, you got those people, then you got some people that come in and they stand over you and they wait for you to let them know what to do next. And those are the harder people to deal with. I love the people that come in, and I'd rather deal with somebody that just grabs stuff and just like, hey, I'm ready to go, versus somebody that's standing around waiting. The only thing bad about that is when they want to go, they're prone to make a mistake. So you got to make sure you keep your eyes on them and watch what they're doing, because they're ready to go and ready to work. So we're gonna knock this one out the park, get another 5 stars. You got any questions, Rez?
Yeah. Evan.
Yes, sir.
Where's he at in his detailing capabilities? Can he do an inside by himself, the outside? What does he need to learn right now?
I started him off with vacuuming and rims. So he has that down. Like for a whole 2 days, I said, don't touch nothing else. Vacuum, rims. Kept him on it, make sure you have it immaculate. So, and then he's also went out with me on the fleet job where we have 15 vans. And he kept up with me with speed and with accuracy with picking up stuff. So he got that down. The wipe down, he's still working on using the air compressor, the steam, the brush, the scrub ninja. So he's working on the different variations on the different circumstances you have with how much dirt or how much stuff is in the cracks and how to use each tool. So he's still working on that. But right now the vacuum and the rims is at about 80%. So I don't want to overwhelm him, but I'm throwing him out there right now in the deep end. And he looked at me like, you gonna have me do the whole side today? You sure? I'm like, bro, you got it. You'll be all right. He's being introduced to the shampoo today also. So I love to see, it's not always the case. I love to see when people grab stuff and they're a natural. You know what I mean? I know you look at detailing equipment and stuff and you're just like, bro, you just vacuuming. No, some people vacuum like this. Pitter patter. Some people extract like this and they don't know how to keep it flat and they're just shooting water everywhere and not picking it up. Some people wipe down like this and there's no passion behind it. So nah, I really do believe that some people got it and some people don't. Some people, I hate to say this, they just can't be trained on it sometimes. They just don't got it. I'm sorry. But other than that, let's see how it goes. I'm gonna let you guys see how he does on his side. So as I go over and look, I'm gonna say, hey, you left this, that. You guys are gonna see his growth. Stay tuned.
All right, Wayne. So you're moving on to teaching him how to extract.
Yeah.
What have you noticed is the best teaching technique? Show him first and then he tries it. Let him do it by himself or something else.
It varies according to the person. I can't tell you one thing is gonna work for everybody. So if they're really fast at learning from what you show them, then you know they'll pick it up easy. If they're a natural, you'll be able to pay attention to that. You'll be able to be like, hey, while I'm out on the job, you got this. I know you got it. You'll watch them for like 1 minute and be like, bro, you got it. Because he was watching me do it. If somebody doesn't really know what they want to do or how to do it, I mean, you want to baby step them. One step. Hey, watch this. So I'm watching him and going over it with them and seeing how he's picking it up right now. Right now I noticed that he was leaving an excessive amount of water, and I'm showing him his angles. You know what I mean? That's the hardest thing about extracting. You get in these tight cars and you're like trying to figure out angles, and you literally got to get in there upside down, flip your body, turn it this way. You know what I mean? Training varies according to the person.
Now, have you ever had a potential employee where they just don't get it?
Yes, but it's rare. Mostly everybody that's came to my company, they've gotten it. But there's 1 out of like 5 people.
So right now, what are you doing? Baby step or you let him run?
I'm letting him, so I showed him each of my angles. You gotta do this, you gotta do it this way. And I'm seeing how he picks up from how I instructed him. I'll be able to tell from this right here if he's picking it up or I'm gonna have to keep watching him. So far from what I'm seeing, he's picking up on all the angles. So I'll be able to let him do his thing and then check over it. All right, so I challenged Evan right now, and I asked him to look over the whole car. And a lot of the times we'll forget the lower parts. I mean, lower. And it's about 1 out of 50 clients that they don't play. You coming out being a detailer, they will challenge you and they will look over every little thing. So this is something that's missed a lot, because I missed it a lot of the times. So you need tar and sap. Here it is right here. Because this will not come off from just washing with just normal soap. You have to have this tar and sap. It's tar. So you want to spray this on the body, let it dwell, let it sit for a little bit, 30 seconds to a minute. Spray your towel, saturate it, wipe it off, and make sure you get your protection, bead maker, whatever it is you use, and get that leftover residue off. And it's as simple as that. But it's not as simple if you don't know this tip right here. So for new detailers out there, now you know.
All right, Wayne, so talking about customers challenging you.
Yes, sir.
Have you ever got a client that says, I used to detail, or I detail my own car? How does that go? Do they tell you, oh, maybe you shouldn't use that, or use my chemicals? And how do you handle that?
I get that sometimes, actually. I don't take any offense to it, because they're having us do it for a reason. They don't feel like doing it. They don't have the time. You know, they see something that they think that we should do better. It's all about being humble. It says God resists the proud and gives grace to the humble. So sometimes I'll even act like I don't know something just to pick up on game from somebody that's trying to give me some. There may be something, if you cut them off, you may miss a jewel in the midst of them explaining that to you. So just don't be proud. And I know that already. Yeah, I know. And I talk about that amongst the brothers that work with me. I said, when you tell somebody I know, that's an offensive word. Think about that. Hey, Rez, I think that when you grab the camera that you should, I know, and they cut you off, that's an offensive word. So be careful with that. Just listen, be quick to listen, you know, slow to speak. So keep that in mind. All right, so one of the biggest problems that I had was windows. I hated touching windows, and the problem was the old towels. So with the old towels that you're washing in the washer and dryer, it's not completely like cleaning all the residue and stuff out of it. So when you go to clean the windows, you'll be looking at it like, man, I cleaned it the best of my ability, but it kept leaving streaks. So I was like, man, let me grab this fresh towel. Grab the fresh towel, clean right out of the wrapper. That solved the problem right there. So what I'm having Evan do is use the old towels see, I call them old towels, but they've been washed. But old towels to wash over everything, to pick up all the dirt from the windows. Then he's gonna follow up with the new towel out of the wrapper. That can get expensive. Yeah, that can get expensive. But you wanna use one towel a car. So it come a pack of what, 25, 30 towels? So just make sure you use one towel for all the windows, and it'll keep it clean. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below.
So, you're done with the Tesla. How did it go, man? What did the customer think about it?
They already left a 5-star review. Actually, you want me to go ahead and read it to you?
Yeah. Hey, was this the first time he's ever got a detail, or detail by you?
I didn't get to ask him, was it the first time he got a detail? We were exhausted and we were ready to get out of there, so we didn't really get the small talk going on. So here's the review that he did leave. So this is what he left. Literally, right after we left, a minute, he left a review. He says, super professional, got my car looking and smelling amazing. I'll be using them again in the future. Hey, I didn't even have to ask him. That right there is a blessing. It made the time a little bit longer. Of course, you're training, so that adds on an extra 30 minutes. And then my receptionist, she leaves at 1:30. So we didn't finish till about 4. So after 1:30, I get all the phone calls, people that want me to promote their products, people that need a detail, people that just want to know about the business. They all call and I got to answer them all. So I'm pulling to the side, and then I have a new hire, which is trying to pick up on stuff, waiting patiently for me to tell them what to do. That added on about an extra, they in there 2 hours. Other than that, we got the 5-star. It's another customer. They said they have a couple more vehicles for us and they're gonna promote us. So that's just another one for the years and years and years to come, for them to pass it on to the next person. You know how it goes. Yes, sir.
Now, when it comes to training,
right?
How did Evan do?
He's doing great. He has the vacuuming down. He has the rims down. The wipe down, he needs some more work on, getting in the cracks and crevices. Like for instance, there's dirt and debris that hides in between the leather. So you have to really look in there. Like I told him, we have to look in the places that most people won't look. because we're detailers, we're very detailed. So it's like being an artist. So that's what I explained to him. Other than that, he's picking up on it really fast. And I'd say he'll be ready to go by himself in a couple weeks, in about 2 weeks. And I'm gonna have him come on his day off for us to sit down and maybe go over the wife's car, one of his family members' cars, and really, that's where the time counts right there, that overtime. And that's a wrap for this video. We're still working, we're still growing. We're not getting discouraged because people aren't here. I know y'all see a couple people is missing, but y'all stay tuned for the next video. All glory to God, let's get it.